Dude, come on. Taco Tuesday on Cinco de Mayo. It's a goddamn national celebration. It is the best food item, period. There is nothing better than a taco.
It'd be fantastic if we weren't all quarantined.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, Cinco de Mayo is way more fun when it falls on the weekend anyway.
Trying. Wow, that looks cool.
You're doing better than the last guy.
Hold on, let me do that one more time. That was really cool. Wait. There you go. Oh, what's the date? I gotta make sure I get the date.
In the
Of course I know the
beginning,
date.
there was
All right, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up.
blah,
Shut the
blah,
fuck up,
blah,
shut the fuck up,
In the
shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. In the beginning, there was baseball. It is Tuesday, May 5th. Happy Cinco de Mayo, everyone, and happy Taco Tuesday to everyone out there as well. I'm, of course, flanked by my wonderful, wonderful co-hosts, Evan and Michael. Evan, how are you doing today?
Terrible. It's his 27 down, the perfect podcast for the perfect game. I got a problem with you people, and you're going to hear it today.
Oh, geez.
Michael, how you doing?
As you can see in my title, I'm Evan's personal life coach and reformer, and it is not going well. I might need some tequila by the time this thing's done.
So what's got your undies firmly wedged betwixt your butt cheeks today, Evan?
No, people are annoying. I didn't even go on Twitter today, and stupid spam was sent to, like, everyone, and everyone's sending me threats and shit now. Go fuck yourself. I don't care.
Okay.
He was sending Asian porn to the Twitterverse. That's
Nice.
what was going on, and
Nice.
then something like maybe ads for masks too. So I didn't get it. I wasn't the beneficiary. My wife did, and then people were blocking him because they were mad at him, which is like a normal day, but then just extra.
Yeah.
Paul
So you
Black's
got
still a loser, by the way.
Oh God.
God, Jesus
No.
Christ. Come on, just let it go. he is living in your head rent free. Just so you know.
Oh.
So, just throwing that out.
All right, can we get to some of the important stuff that we're going to talk about today, which is sports?
Yeah.
I mean, it
The
sounds like a good
Jets.
idea. Yeah.
We're going to talk about the Jets first. Got a couple big news, two big newses with the Jets today.
I mean, we
First
got
one is
Frank
this-
Gore. I pretty like that.
Hall of Fame running back, and the second one is before the season even started, Quincy Enunwa is going to miss another year with injury.
Yeah, and that other
he's
guy
He's
that
done.
we signed last year, Bellamy.
And Nunua's done. I don't really see how you miss basically 3 straight seasons, right? Like he played last year, but he got hurt and missed a sizable amount of time. I don't see how he continues. At least not with the Jets. I can maybe see a team that's desperate for a warm body at wide receiver trying something with him, but I mean, we've seen players retire for less.
And it's neck injury, which means, necks are funny, man. I mean, you could go below Powell and you come back and you have a decent season, and then some of these guys never play again. One of the Sharp brothers, I mean, necks are funny. You want to be paralyzed because you play football, and he got paid. He's been collecting a paycheck all this time. They paid him well. He signed an extension, and he hasn't had a play, so he's in a good spot.
He has $6 million guaranteed this year, regardless.
It's a shame. And yeah, I mean, the Frank Gore news is cool and all, but like, what are they really getting? What is he, 36 now?
He's going to be 37 on May 14th. I think they're bringing him in because he's a future Hall of Famer and he can rub off well on Bell and the guy we got from Miami.
Dude, I got to be honest with you. I remember when he was a beast when I was in high school. How is he playing for so long? How is he doing this?
This will be his 16th year in the NFL.
As a running back.
Yeah.
Marshawn Lynch is talking about re-signing, so he's not the only old guy who's still out there.
Yep.
True.
No, I like Gore for a couple reasons. I think Powell's the better running back, but if you're trying to bring in a guy who can, coach and be that third back, you're not going to get much better than Frank Gore. He's pretty good as far as that, but I don't think his stats on the field are going to be anything spectacular. You already saw last year he had career lows. I think he barely hit 600 yards.
Yeah, I mean, he's not a starter anymore, and he hasn't been for several years. But I guess he's a guy who can gobble it up here and there as a spell running back.
I mean 3 years ago, though, he was really good with the Colts and had a good, 3 years with them anyway.
It's a minor move wrapped up in the guise of a major move.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be end of world. Okay, so this year in Daytona, Florida, where I live, they are going to let kids round the track and pick up their diplomas while they're crossing the checker bag. What could go wrong, fellas?
Everything.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't see it as a big deal, to be honest.
It only takes one of these kids getting crazy doing donuts on the infield for this thing to go sideways. There's gonna be hundreds of kids in their beaters out there.
They're gonna go crazy. Track. Are you kidding me? Please. They're all gonna go crazy.
If this is me, I'm hitting the bankings doing 110 in my Honda Civic when I'm 17-year-old Michael.
Wait, they're gonna be in cars? Hold on, time out. They're gonna be in cars?
Yes, and they're doing one lap and then they pick up their.
I thought they were just gonna walk. Okay, this is a problem.
No.
This is a problem. This is not
yeah,
okay.
Bro, you missed that completely.
This is a drive-by graduation at Daytona National Speedway.
We're gonna be talking about this when it's done, and we're all gonna go, yeah, we all knew that this was gonna go badly.
There's gonna be crashes. There's gonna be some dumb shit going on.
Yeah, I imagine it only takes one, man. So there's a couple big news things going on with baseball. ESPN signed the deal to do KBO, so they're going to broadcast games live at like 1:30 in the morning. And then they're also I've been watching today at work. They're going to replay them at like 3 in the afternoon. I've seen a bat flip to the moon. I've seen the most disrespectful behind the back bat flip so far. So again, this is must-see TV. Have you guys had a chance to watch any? And what do you think?
I haven't. But it's good to know because I am, of course, working from home, so I'm not doing a damn thing during that time. I'll tune in.
I have it ready for record tonight at 1 a.m., so I'll be watching.
We got to get some of those bat flips here in the United States, by the way. We got to get some of those bat flips going.
I don't get why people are so insulted by bat flips. It's the fucking stupidest thing in the world.
Yeah,
I need more of them.
Yeah, I need more Jose Bautista. The one thing that Jose Bautista ever did that I applaud him for was that awesome bat flip in the ALCS.
I would have flipped it 300 feet if I could. You kidding me?
That bat still hasn't landed scientifically. People are still looking for that bat, man.
Yeah, it's actually still orbiting right next to Albert Pujols' home run in the 2005 NLCS.
And then, so the Taiwan League, that CPBL, they are going to start introducing fans. Only 250 tickets to the game, but it's a start. What do you think?
Yeah, it's good for them.
No, I don't trust fans.
I saw the Dolphins plan. They enrolled a plan here for the season in Miami, going to limit to 15,000 tickets for home games. It looks like so. It's going to be an empty, full stadium. It's going to be like a regular Dolphins game, actually. So, about 80,000, 15,000 will sell.
Look, I don't know how many people go to these games in Taiwan. I don't know what ratio that is to limit it to only 250 people. But if they're spaced out, who cares?
Yeah, again, man, I would go to it. I just want to see it on TV. I'd rather see empty stadiums. I think it's safer right now. I don't think it's a big deal. And, that's where I'm at. I think if they just play in empty stadiums, it's probably the best. Some of the news today about there's like a new mutant threat of coronavirus now. Like, I just think it's a little too early to jump the gun. And if they mess it up, we're going to lose everything. So play without fans. I think that's the way to go. What say you?
I'll let Evan go first on this one. I've been.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Michael just said. I don't really care. Doesn't matter.
Man, Evan, you are such a grouchy grouch today, man. You gotta like think of what makes you happy. What's something that would like cheer you up right now?
Oh, I got
People
it. I'm
leaving me
ready.
alone.
That is our next topic, and that's going to be Evan. So yesterday, I got in trouble from Keith Law. I don't bother people. I don't. I'm neutral. I'm like Switzerland out there
I like
in
Keith
the
Law.
universe. And he was bashing Trevor Plouffe, who came out yesterday and said that he had inside information that baseball is going to start up on July 1st. And he was subtweeting him, not saying his name, but everybody knew it was him. And I just tagged him in there and was like, hey, you called Trevor a liar. And he blocked me. And then he put up an article and he said that I was snitch tweeting by putting him on the tweet. I've never heard it. It's a new word.
He wrote an article about it?
He attached it to my comment and called me a snitch tweeter.
What a fucking loser. He couldn't even block me, and I said much worse things than you did. I said harassing comments to him, and he didn't even block me, so whatever.
I was gonna say that Evan spent the rest of the night cursing at him.
So here's where I'm at. I like Keith Law. I like listening to his analysis. But, dude, what a bitch move. First of all, you don't even have the balls. It isn't even in person. It's not like you're going to Trevor Plouffe's face, but you don't have the balls to at least direct tweet him and then get mad when someone else does. You're a pussy. That's insane, man.
Yep, he's a professional. He's been doing it for years.
Isn't that what the kids say nowadays too? They're like, just at me. That's what that means. Like, just say his name. Say he's full of shit.
Yeah. Just. Oh, like we all know what you're saying. Like, what? How is that? How in the world is that snitch? Maybe I don't understand the concept of snitch tweeting, but how is that? Like, you're basically adding him without adding him.
Kudos to Phil Hughes, though. Phil Hughes took the same tweet and started going around like a second round, saying he was the second source after Trevor was the first, to continue to stir the pot. I love me some Phil Hughes.
And then later that night, he probably tweeted you up for like the 15 millionth day in a row.
That shit is so fucking annoying.
Because it'll always. Because I don't think I follow him, but without fail, someone's gonna like that tweet, and I'm gonna see it because of that.
No, I blocked him for it. I don't want to see that shit no more.
I want to see it.
I blocked I blocked Team Snapchat on Snapchat. I was tired of them just sending me like bullshit on holidays.
Yeah, that is annoying.
So I'm gonna cheer Evan up with a personal story, and I've been saving this one all week. So
goody.
I got a basketball hoop for my kids, right? And I thought they were gonna play with it. It's great. Yeah, I had one, and they never use it. I use it all the time. I'm out there doing, the last dance, and I got to go shoot hoops. So I'm out there on Sunday. It's like 90 degrees. I'm playing basketball. And all of a sudden I hear it sounds like turkeys behind me. And I'm so confused. And the people who moved in across the street from us are the nicest people in the world. It's like a house full of Asian people. So these guys, I turn around and they are filming me while I am shooting the basketball and then talking to each other about it. So I offer the guy the ball, and it becomes like I'm like the Statue of Liberty in New York City now. Now he wants to take a picture with me. He wants to take a picture with the basketball by the hoop. He's making sure his girl gets it. Like, it becomes this giant tourist attraction in Braden, Florida, in the middle of a subdivision. So nothing. That didn't cheer Evan. I thought that was going to cheer Evan up. Hearing about my neighbors.
Here's the problem with that story. The problem with that story is that someone didn't get physically hurt. I think if someone got physically hurt, you should have told them you pulled out like your gun and shot them all. And then
I like that.
You would have liked.
Or I give him the ball to go up for the shot, and then as soon as he does it, his girlfriend gets a camera and just swat his shit into the neighbor's yard.
Yeah, always block him. I like a good block.
Yeah,
wag my finger at him like Dikembe.
I'm gonna here's a story. This will cheer him up. This will cheer you up for sure. This guy came up to me and he said stupid stuff, and I punched him in his face. See that? See how that works?
That's not a real story.
Yes, it is.
I have been tasked with the insurmountable task of reforming Evan, and I thought last week we did really good. He unblocked, I think, 75 people. Now it sounds like this week. It sounds like this week that those 75 people, he's got 75 more block him. But let's talk about how this is going. Have you made any new friends? Old friends? Have you made any old friends back?
No. They have to come and apologize to me, and I'll show mercy then.
That is never going to happen.
That's the redemption tour.
That's
not what redemption is. That's not what redemption is.
Yeah,
that's what redemption is.
My redemption for them to redeem themselves to me.
Listen to me.
Mhm.
The whole idea, Evan, is you're going to be the bigger person. So you're going to take what we call the high road. Now, in order to take the high road, you have to put your own personal ego and interests aside.
I don't have an ego.
Shush, let me finish. In order to mend bridges, okay? So if you want to mend a bridge, you have to kind of sometimes be the first person to initiate.
Oh no, people on the internet don't like me. I better do all this stuff to fix it.
I don't think it's just doing all this stuff. I just think you have to be. I like the high road. You got to take the high road, but you've spent a lot of time burning the town down. You just, pick up a shovel and help rebuild some of these huts that you mercilessly burnt down over the years. Because again, you need people to listen to you, and they're going to listen to you if you're mean to them. That's what I've learned. It's like the golden rule or something.
If I can give you an analogy here.
Right strawberry.
Now, Evan, shut up. Right now, Evan, you're Kane in 1997. What we need you to be is Kane in late 1998. Okay? You need to be the one, you burned everything down, but now you're trying to make nice again.
I was going to say, if you want to talk about redemption stories, look at A-Rod. Everybody loves A-Rod now. He's making TikToks.
I can't stand A-Rod. A-Rod's an idiot.
He's on Shark Tank.
Who would have ever thought?
Marketable. 10 years ago, he was like the most hated person in America.
Yeah, he literally sued Major League Baseball, and now here he is doing an analysis for them.
I still hate him. He's an arrogant prick, and J-Lo's obnoxious. I don't want to see either one of them.
But you're in a very small percentage, and you could be the next A-Rod. You could be E-Rod, Evan Rod.
I don't want to be any Rod.
You don't want to be any Rod. I could take that a multitude of places, but I think
do whatever you want. I don't care to do.
No, I'm good. Yeah, man, I don't know what to tell you. You need to buy into this redemption thing. I think this is a beautiful storyline arc for you. And hey, who knows? I'm not saying you need to be like an angel for the rest of your life. You can turn heel again at some point down the line. But I'm just saying. They got
me blocked. They're not going to see it anyway. It doesn't matter.
So, it worked for Hulk Hogan too. Hulk Hogan had quite the redemption tour. So I see. Look, I even went out on a limb this week. I made friends with all these people on Dodgers Twitter. There was a post. They were doing Dodgers Twitter. I got involved. They're going to be some of my shout-outs this week. It's my Dodgers Twitter people. And we're going to talk about the perfect hot dog. I don't know if you guys had a chance to see which hot dog are you taking on the grill picture this week, but it was very popular.
4, 5.
You were 5. You're a burnt hot dog. How about you, CJ?
I didn't see it because, I'm not on Twitter like that.
CJ, pick a hot dog.
Let's see. I'll take I only see 4.
5 is just burnt to shit because 4 is pretty good.
Yeah, I think I would take 4.
All right, 4. It seems like more people like the burnt hot dog. I like a burnt hot dog too. One of my kids likes a burnt hot dog, but we got to do 4 different ones because everybody eats them different.
Well, it's all about having a nice char. Some people like having a lot of it. A charred hot dog's not quite the same as like a charred steak, but yeah, some people just like that.
What do you put on your hot dog?
If I'm at home, I just stick to ketchup and mustard. I don't understand people who think that ketchup doesn't go on hot dogs. I hear people say that a lot. Like, French fries and hot dogs are the only 2 things that ketchup should go on.
Yep,
correct.
I agree.
Yep.
I hate people that put it on their eggs. I cannot stand that nonsense.
Yeah, I guess I kind of understand it. Okay, I'll take it back. I'll also say that it goes on a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. Ketchup on a bacon.
But I mean like scrambled eggs.
Scrambled egg, no,
weird.
That's
a fancy omelet. That's weird. You're messing up the omelet, jackass.
Correct. So that's one thing.
Joe likes hot sauce.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't.
I also love hot sauce.
I wouldn't put that on a hot dog, but I can see that being pretty good. Now, if I get one from one of those dirty water New York hot dog carts, I'm going the full 9. I'm getting the sauerkraut and the onions as well.
Yeah, 100%. That's the New York way.
There's a really good place in Lower Manhattan. It's like around First Avenue and like 8th Street. It's called Criff Dogs, and they have some of the best. Like, I never thought I would enjoy a hot dog with cream cheese on it, but it's actually pretty damn good.
My daughter eats them with she had avocado and sour cream. I tried one. It's not for me, but it's edible. You know, kind of
general
style.
In general, other than guacamole, avocado's just not for me.
See, now I like avocado. I put on a turkey sandwich, a little tomato, hot mustard. Like, I think avocado. I just ate avocado for lunch today with sushi. So there's a lot.
I
of
love
uses for
avocado. I put it with my tomato and mozzarella too.
Tacos.
I will say it's also not bad on sushi. I like having it in like a nice what do you call that? Alaska roll? Is that the one where it's like salmon and avocado?
Yeah, there you go. Smoked salmon, avocado. It's delicious.
It goes with certain things. I don't get people who put it on like a burger. I don't understand that.
Well, I have a couple. I wanted to give a couple shout outs. One of them is going to be at J_Martin28. This guy will message me the second this show gets posted tonight and answer every question or have an opinion on every topic we talked about. And he's consistent every week. So, Josh, shout out this week.
We love you, Josh.
Yeah, he's got it. He's a good fan. I want to give Frank Fusiak, and I hope I said that right, a shout out. And he's just at Stickman731. Frank's been great. He always supports us. He supports the cooking show I do on the weekends too with Mrs. T. And Glenn Capel, and he is at Piece of 8 on Twitter. And Glenn is another one who's always commenting on our stuff. He's very active. I appreciate him as well. So those are my 3 accounts for the day. I think Joe's got a question.
Joe?
All right. I'm coming. I got this book here, Baseball Chronicles, updated.
Oh, I've seen that before. Yeah.
Updated 1991. So it's up to date.
Yeah.
How many records in that book are still standing?
So don't know.
Then that means that came out not too long after the Mets won their second World Series. What are they up to now, by any chance? I'm just curious.
They were in one in 2015, pal.
How did that go? It went really well, right?
They lost
were
to National League champions.
Not what I asked whatsoever.
They were pennant winners.
So fun fact, since 1991, me and the Mets have won the same amount of World Series. Fact of the day.
Yeah, how did Jerry Familia do in that 2015 World Series, by the way?
Yaris? He's gonna have his best year this year. You watch.
That's not what I asked.
Anyway.
That's not what I asked at all.
So I flip to a random page here, and I come across Bo Jackson goes to the White Sox in 1991. So my question has to do with who's the best player, like definitely a Hall of Famer, but their career just got cut short after like 3 or 4 awesome years.
Well, I mean, one of those kind of exists, right? I mean, Kirby Puckett. The guy was incredible for a few. He's in the Hall of Fame. He had a very strong career. I don't know if
he might have played like 10, 11 years though.
Okay.
Right?
So someone who was maybe just entering their prime, and then
like a Bo
Don
Jackson
Mattingly.
or like Mark Fidrich, who had like that awesome rookie year and then got just
Don
never came
Mattingly.
back from injury. Yeah.
I mean, without the back injuries, he's a Hall of Famer guaranteed.
Yeah.
Bernie Williams for me, if he had a couple more really good 100 RBI, 300 batting average seasons.
Yeah, but he still had like an amazing career throughout. I'm talking a guy that like was on the up, like a Harvey or
Andrew Jones.
Okay.
There you go.
Andrew Jones, the guy was well on his way to 500 home runs, possibly more. He was smacking 40, 50 a year. Yeah. And then he just kind of got hurt and fat. And that was the end of that. He was also a stellar defender.
Yeah.
Hey, Evan, do me a favor. Can you hand me that bag of chips, please? They look delicious. It's starving over here.
Yeah, what do you got back there?
Let me see. Yeah, what do you got? Pop'ems back there?
What do you want?
I see a few. I see one in sea salt. What else you got over there?
Yeah, sea salt, salt and vinegar, jalapeno.
What do you guys think? Michael, what do you think of salt and vinegar chips?
Not for me. My wife loves them.
Yeah.
My kids love them.
I really like the acidity on that, man. That is good stuff to me.
Yeah, the pop chips aren't very aggressive though. Like it's subtle.
I like a kettle cooked chip that has either like salt and pepper or the jalapeno ones are ridiculously good. I love spicy.
Oh yeah, me too.
Also, this week, I guess while we're talking about it, or not, but I am, is we don't know what we're going to cook this week. We might do a brunch because it's Mother's Day weekend, or I might just get something cool. I ordered a smoker. If that comes, we're going to be smoking something. So, I don't even want to know what you're doing right now.
Huh?
What?
I said, I don't even want to know what Evan's doing right now. I feel like he's moved his cast into the bathroom.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that he's shoulder level with the sink. That's a terrible, terrible sign. We're gonna start hearing like pretty soon. I think.
Anyway, we might.
And of course, he's staring right into the camera as he does whatever he's doing.
That
was fast. Did you even wipe? Jesus.
How did I get signed up for this? Jesus.
I don't know. Hey, you're stuck now.
So we might do brunch. We might smoke something. It's kind of up in the air. I'll let you guys know as the week comes on. Last thing I got today, shout out to Chris Vitale, Ball 9, is going to launch tonight, according to him. Not
it
yet,
already launched.
So I'll be honest, I read it too, but it's not officially launched till tonight, so wait for
No, I gave him the official launch about 2 hours ago. Came from me. He's launched and he's ready to go.
Fantastic.
Congratulations, Chris. It looks great.
It does. It's a cool site, man.
It looks like Joe says he has another question, or was that from earlier? Did I miss that?
Joe,
can have
question?
2 questions.
Nope. That was from earlier.
Okay, thank you, Joe.
I'll come up with another question if you want.
Okay.
So, it looks like you left the bathroom, but now you're back there. So
Yeah, I'm kind of just walking around.
I think he forgot toilet paper. He dropped a deuce and then went to get it.
People who listen to this on Apple are really gonna miss the aesthetics of this
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah,
This is a good episode.
you're missing a lot. You're missing my wonderful Taco Tuesday background. You're missing Evan taking a Duke all over the place. You're missing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And me holding my head in my hands on multiple occasions, but we're good.
Yeah.
We made it through another week.
I got trivia.
You know,
Trivia.
You got trivia.
I'm down for trivia. Let's do it.
All right, this book is awesome. I mean, we got to get back to making books. Like this by far destroys anything I've ever read on the internet.
Can I get that thing in Audible? Does
Nope.
Audible have
Nope.
that?
You gotta get this all
Imagine how
300
difficult that would
pounds
be.
of this book. All right. Who's the first pitcher? And you guys know who this is. Who's the first pitcher to throw 100 miles an hour?
It was man.
70s. Somebody that
70s.
played into when we were younger.
I mean, they were saying that Bob Feller was throwing 100 miles an hour.
Was it Eckersley?
Oh, so maybe this is the first one on the gun.
Yeah, I guess so.
Was it Eckersley?
Former Met.
Gooden?
Nolan Ryan.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Nolan,
Really?
yeah.
I had to figure it was him. The guy was throwing insane heat.
1974.
Yeah.
So he was probably doing that before, but they probably just brought the gun into play in the 70s.
I actually, the documentary Fastball is awesome. I would recommend anyone to watch that. They go
What's it on?
Well, I don't think you can find it. I don't think you can find it on a streaming service. I think you'd have to like rent it on like Amazon Prime or YouTube or something. But
Check
it's really
my local
good.
Blockbuster.
Go down to the local Hollywood Videos and check it out. They go through the careers of guys like Bob Feller, guys like Bob Gibson, Nolan Ryan, all the way up leading up to like Aroldis Chapman, and they try to figure out like who really threw the fastest pitch of all time. Because Chapman is the official one because Chapman has it on the gun. But there's a possibility that someone may have topped out that 105 point whatever it was.
Randy Johnson's slider has probably hit 100 miles per hour. That thing was ridiculous.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
was ridiculous.
I wouldn't be
Until he
surprised.
played for the Yankees, then he was terrible.
I wouldn't be surprised if Thor threw a 100-mile-an-hour slider at some point, and that's probably what
Bobby
that's probably what took out
Ojeda.
his
Bobby
arm.
Ojeda threw a
Bobby Ojeda.
102-mile-an-hour changeup.
Yeah, really. What a player that matters.
God, would you sit still today? Now you're back in your tree. I love the Christmas tree. Every week I see it. It makes me
my
so
Christmas
happy.
tree.
I'm gonna light that thing on fire one day.
The hell's wrong with
can't
you? You're
wait
gonna take the little bit of happiness I have in my life and burn it?
That
Does it
Christmas
still
tree
light
is
up?
happiness to you? That doesn't make any sense. Why do you care about a little Christmas tree? You of all people.
Yeah, you always struck me as the bah humbug type, man.
I love Christmas. How dare you people?
And on that note,
Just had to get my iced tea.
oh, is that the one you get on Amazon?
Yeah.
Why don't you
I
just
actually
go to
just ordered
supermarket
more
and
from
get
Amazon.
Why don't you just go to the supermarket and get it?
Because I don't like the supermarket in general, and now I've discovered Amazon delivers. I'm never going to the supermarket ever again. I
Yeah,
hate it.
you gotta be aware that Evan's not gonna want to go anywhere where there's people.
Yeah, I know.
No. They have those dumbass robots at the supermarket too that clean up the messes that never happen. They just get in your way, and the stupid robo guy. You know what I'm talking about?
The one, okay, so I'm familiar with I sometimes do my groceries shopping at Stop and Shop, and they have one of those like security robots that like walks around. And I swear to God, one day one of those things is gonna bump into me, and I'm gonna push it over. It is like a tower. I could easily knock that thing on its side.
Yeah, it's a big ass stupid tower that follows your ass around.
Then I'll teabag it.
So here we go. This is when you know we've had enough for the
It's
day.
Marty. Marty is the robot's name.
Yeah, well,
Hey, at
Oh,
least
is
he
it-
didn't make a rape joke.
hey,
Oh,
well,
man.
I thought we were going to get through the whole episode
Yeah.
without the R
I
word
actually-
this week.
This is why
I
I can't
actually-
be on this show. This is why I
know-
get fired from every job I ever had being on.
I
this.
actually made an effort to not mention that, to not say that I would do that tomorrow.
Oh man.
Well,
would.
that's why I had to bring it up.
I'm proud of you, CJ. One would say
it's
that
a
you are
robot.
reforming. You are reforming yourself.
Um,
If we can only get Evan to do it.
I would, however, take a big steaming shit on that robot. That's for sure.
Oh God.
Oh no.
I'll allow it.
In the beginning, there was baseball, and then this podcast came along, and I don't know where we went from.
No, we're not done yet. We're going to ramble on for another 20 more minutes of nothingness. This has been fantastic.
So I think this is about the time I take my pants off.
No,
This is
I'm
27 Down, the perfect podcast for the perfect game. Goodbye, guys. I do not need to see your wiener.